This is called reach throughs. You're going to get on your hands and knees. From here, we're going to reach through, thread the needle all the way through. Try and get onto the back of that shoulder blade. From here, breathe in, breathe out, rotate more, really reach. You can use this other arm as leverage. You're going to hang out there for 10 breaths. Repeat that on both sides. All right, I like to call this one hovering hip rotations. What you're going to do is you're going to get your body into a standard clamshell position. So your hips are stacked, your knees are stacked. From here, what you're going to do is you're going to pick that top leg up. You're going to rotate your heel up, rotate it down, rotate it up, rotate it down. Try and keep this distance here the same. Okay, you're going to feel this really working in both hips. The bottom one's stabilizing and the top one is rotating. 10 rotations on each leg. All right, this one's called toe touch to squat. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your feet in squat stance. You're going to bend over, touch your toes, grab your toes if you can. If not, put your hands on your thighs or your shins. And from here, you're going to dip down into a squat. Keep your feet flat. Go back to a toe touch, down to a squat, back to a toe touch. Really push your knees straight, bum up. And you're just kind of pulsing back and forth between this. 10 repetitions total. This is standing pivots. What you're going to do is you're going to really weight bear on one leg. You're going to open up, pivot, and then close and pivot. So you'll see here that I'm pivoting 90 degrees this way and 90 degrees this way. I'm opening up my stance here, closing my stance here. Try and stay really planted on this leg. 10 on each side. All right, next up we have single leg balance in golf posture. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your balance on one foot first, then you're going to get into golf posture. So just what that looks like for you from the side is I'm not bending way over here. I'm just in what we would classify as a 5-iron posture. From here, if you want to make this harder, you can add rotations, really working on trying to stabilize and not move side to side. So from the front, get your single leg balance in golf posture, keep your body centered, and rotate your torso. This is really big challenge for this leg to stabilize. So I don't want to see any side to side movement, just rotation on that. All right, next up is pelvis tucks. For this one, you can use a stick for the easy version, no stick for the hard version. So just to show you, we're going to have that stick out in front of me. My feet are going to be about golf posture stance. From here, I'm going to tuck my bum under and then arch my bum back. Notice that my upper body is staying stable and only my pelvis is moving. Okay, the harder version, get rid of the stick, cross the arms, tuck the bum, arch the back. Tuck the bum, arch the back. Lock that upper body in place. Okay, this next one is a resisted coil. Okay, we're going to do this on both sides, but you're going to really emphasize the feel of your backswing here when you're doing your backswing side. So, you're going to get your shoulder inside the band. If you have a cable, you can also strap on with a cable. And from here, I'm going to rotate until I am facing opposite of where the band is pulling me. So the band's actually rotating. Now from here, I'm actually going to pull and coil onto my back leg. Okay? So for me being a left-handed golfer, this is me coiling into my backswing. So I'm pulling this band into my backswing, loading up onto this leg, making sure that I keep my spine centered, my posture centered, and I'm just rotating around, pulling that band. You would do that on both sides, 10 repetitions. All right, this one is called banded push-pull in stance. I've got a band anchored behind me and a band anchored in front of me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold one in each hand and I'm going to get into golf posture. From here, I'm going to pull with this one and push with this one at the same time. It looks like this. Push and pull. Really center your spine and pivot around that center point, pushing and pulling as hard as you can. You're going to do 10 on each side. Okay, this is what I call the ball hold pendulum. What you're going to need is a ball of some kind. I got a medicine ball. This can be a basketball, volleyball, whatever you got. It doesn't even have to be a ball. It just can be a rolled up towel for all I care. All you need is something to hold on to. So from here, we're going to start with our hands at about waist height with our arms straight in front of us. So you'll see that my biceps are touching my chest. Okay, we'll call that our connected upper body. Now from here, I'm going to go from that position and just hip hinge down into what we call that 5-iron posture again. And all I'm going to do is keep my biceps and my chest penduluming, moving through my mid back and my hips. Okay, what we're not doing is this or this. Okay, we're just penduluming the upper body. I want you to do that for 10 repetitions.